a well-rested girl and a well-fed girl. I just had a delicious breakfast down in the Bonnar restaurant, which is like the restaurant within the Scott Hotel. Delish. I had the veggie breakfast. I love a veggie breakfast. Veggie haggis and beans is like my favourite breakfast combo in the whole wide world. It's so good. So, the Scott Hotel is situated near Holyrood Park, which is the park that has Arthur's Seat in it. So I'm going to just go a wee walk up Arthur's Seat, I think. I've done a TikTok before about the concept of a wee walk, and to Scottish people, how that is such like a varying phrase depending on who you're talking to, depending on who you are. And there's a lot of like nuances in it. There's a wee walk, there's, oh, that's a bit of a wee walk, it's just a wee walk. But I would say Arthur's Seat it's a wee walk, which just makes sense to me when I say it. And I think it's just a thing built into Scottish people that they understand what I mean when I say that. So I'm heading up there. The forecast was full sun. It's not looking full sun to me, but also that's fine. Edinburgh to me is like a overcast, cloudy, moody city, so no complaints here. And basically I'm going to have a countryside girl day in the city. I'm going to do countryside-esque things in the city because I think you can live that kind of life anywhere. I'm going to go have a lovely walk and get some beautiful views and some fresh air, and then I'm going to go around some shops in some kind of like more smaller parts of town. Like I think I might head across the meadows to Bruntsfield. I used to live in Bruntsfield and I loved there so much, and then maybe head down to Stockbridge. So I'll cover a lot of ground, but those are two of my favourite little small, what would you call them, areas of the city, I guess. And they both have really nice little boutique shops, which is just great. So that's what I'm going to do today. And getting a little special visitor later, which is all happened a bit last minute, but very exciting. So I'll update you on that later though. Also remember I was telling you about the stunning exterior? I wasn't kidding. How gorgeous is this? I'm about to walk past two of my old flats. One of them was really nice. One of them built me a thick skin, and anywhere that I ever live will always seem amazing compared to it because it was riddled with damp and mould. We signed the contract in the back of some guy's car. It was just so dodgy, and to shove it all off, I came home one night and there was a slug wrapped around my friend's toothbrush head, so we quickly left there, but it taught us a lot. That's the flat there. So that was my friend Sarah's room and that was my friend Alison's room. Alison had a lovely big room, but me and Sarah had rooms that literally had like bunk beds in them. So that's the flat that I just showed you there, and before we moved there we lived on this street. So we lived on South Oxford Street and East Preston Street. So this was I think we were the top floor actually on that flat, so we were way up there, but we loved that flat. So in those two flats I lived with my friends Sarah and Alison, who I was actually bridesmaids for last year and the year before, so super close. While we were living in the East Preston Street flat, the one with the slugs and the damp, Sarah actually decided she wanted to drop out. She was studying PE teaching and she decided it just wasn't for her. So she went on to become a paramedic, still does it to this day, and is amazing at her job. And it's just beautiful to like hear her talk about how much she loves her job, having like lived with her through that phase of uncertainty. Quite good, because it was a real good opportunity for us to say, look, we need to move out because Sarah's dropping out and moving away. So me and Alison upgraded significantly from a sluggy, damp bunk bed flat to a beautiful little 2-bed at the bottom of Dundas Street, which is near to Stockbridge, where I'm heading later. So I'm exploring the two areas that I used to live in Edinburgh, and that flat at the bottom of Dundas Street was like our first, I don't know, we felt so adult in that flat. It was so nice. And it was just what we needed after the traumatizing experience of the East Preston Street flat. And this walk that I'm doing now from Newington to Bruntsfield is the walk that I used to do to get to uni. Upper tracing the old footsteps of little uni student Caroline. I also briefly had a bike, but it had its wheels stolen. I actually locked it up in the meadow somewhere. I did leave it for a very long time. To be fair, I was asking for it to be stolen, but I got it for like £5 on Gumtree, and I love that bike so much. But yeah, it's really, really nice to be back and walking this old route. Just want to quickly say, I've had so many incredible comments on the video from 2 days ago talking about booking my first therapy appointment. And I just want to clarify, I can't remember what words I used, but if I used the words, I think I said like, oh, I don't know if I'll document it. I never meant that as I might document the process of going to therapy, because as someone did say in the comments, like that is a hugely personal between you and your therapist thing. 1000%. I meant more as like a include it as a thing that's happening in my day, if you know what I mean. Like, absolutely will not be discussing anything that's happening in the sessions, but I was just thinking about how it could be quite good to just normalise it as like, oh, here's what I'm doing today, and then I've got my therapy and so just to clarify that one, because so many lovely concerned people were like, please do not put pressure on yourself to document this. I won't be documenting it, but just like generally chatting about it is what I meant. But thank you so much everyone for all the amazing comments. I always love this view of Edinburgh Castle. I also lived in this flat, 151 Bruntsfield Place, when I was living in Edinburgh after getting back from Australia. It was either that one or that one was my room. I think that one. This dog is always outside this shop. It's so cute. Hello, back at the hotel after a big day out and about in Edinburgh. What have I been up to since I saw you last? So I went to Bruntsfield, popped into a few shops, and then I got the bus down to Stockbridge, where I got my sister's Christmas present, stocking fillers for Lee, and my lunch. I went to Cafe Gallo, which I absolutely love. It's such like an independent vibe of a cafe and real community vibe as well. Whenever you're in there, the people serving will always know a lot of the people that are in by name, and there are obviously people that go there a lot, and yeah, it's definitely a local spot, and it's just really nice, and you get these absolutely stuffed wraps that are delicious. So I had my lunch there, and then I got the bus up to Princess Street, where I went into some of the shops in St. James Centre. I got some other stocking fillers there as well. And then, the horror has not lifted all day. Arthur's Seat has not made an appearance. So I scrapped that plan, which is a shame because I'm staying in this hotel as part of creating an Instagram video for them. And part of my like concept and idea, I really wanted to go up Arthur's Seat. But I went up Calton Hill instead because it's not as high, but you get an insane view of the city. Apart from, can't actually get over that freaking poo-looking thing that they built when they done the St. James Centre. I've not seen it from up there since it was done, so it looks terrible. But yeah, I went up Calton Hill, views were lovely, came down, and then got the bus back here. So that's you up to speed. I'm going to relax for a bit until Lee and Nuala arrive, because Lee, I literally passed him yesterday as he was heading to Skye from being in Edinburgh and Glasgow. With his work just now, he's just up and down the road all the time, so he's been sent back again today to do a delivery, and he's got Nuala. So I spoke to the people that have provided the stay for me, and such a case of shy Wayne's getting these sweeties, because I was thinking probably is like quite a cheeky ask to add someone onto my stay and a dog, but I was like, you know what, you don't ask, you don't get. So I messaged and they were like, absolutely, would be delighted. Like, would you like us to change the time that you're booked for dinner so Lee can also join you, since he'll be getting here a bit later, and the hotel staff will leave a little hamper for Nuala in the room for when she arrives. So I've come back and Nuala's got these little goodies here. So that's really nice, and it'll be lovely to see Nuala and Lee later. But yeah, I'm just gonna chill for a bit and relax, and then probably get ready for dinner. Yeah, we're having dinner in the hotel tonight. Breakfast was delish, so I'm sure dinner will be so good as well. But yeah, maybe I'll even have a wee nap because I'm very tired. So we'll see. Oh, I was gonna say I've got a little Nuala noodle, but she just started eating her dinner, so she'll chat to you guys later. One very tired delivery driver. This is such a good idea for when you've got a dog in a hotel, to put that on the door. I love that. Nuala. Hello, my little city dog. My little city dog. Bye bye. What's going on?
And my Caroline out in the sky. Oh Caroline, my Caroline, I'll be home just any old time. The grave and the garden will be satisfied to your name's next to mine. Well, oh,
Steps after everything that day. You got all wrong, then trampled on and lost control. When I saw this slamming screen door, sneaking out, way tapping on your window. On the floor, then you told me
the band that flows down by mankind, sailed far away o'er the rolling far away, and spent near my threshold, where the fisherman sportsman his small boat and wine on the bank that flows down by mankind.
We are on our way back to the hotel. We ended up having a little outing to Captain's Bar because for my video I needed some clips of some live music. And Captain's Bar is great. You'd never been, had you?
No.
It's like session bar. So it was like singing tonight, which was really, really lovely. And it was open mic, yeah. And we took Nula with us and she was really good, apart from when someone tried to play, is it a boran or a boron? I always...
I've got a bottle.
A bodron? None of the above.
That's maybe the Irish thing.
I think it's a boron or a boran. Yeah, he started playing his drum and then Nula started like whining, which is a shame because she's usually so good in the pub, but it was quite quiet, so it was just quite like a piercing sound for her. And he was like, I'm upsetting the dog, I'll not play it.
It looked like a stick and the drum was
Yeah.
like a giant frisbee.
A big frisbee and a big tennis ball. And I was like, no, like we'll take her outside. I was like, gave Lee the lead. I was like, Lee will go, we'll listen to the song. He was like, no, I'll do it without it. So
Did it sang a Lumineer song?
he did sing Lumineers. It would have been really nice with the Boran. I think it's Boran. Why can't I get that in my brain? I don't know. You threw me off. The Boran. So yeah, that was nice. And the food at the Bonnar in our hotel was unreal, wasn't it?
Oh, it was lovely. Very, very nice.
There's one place in Skye that Lee and I really love that is super old school, and like you sit in the bar, order a drink, and then you get given the food menus, and then you order your food in the bar, and then once they're kind of ready to go, they take you through and seat you in the restaurant. And I love that. You used to work in a hotel and that was the system, didn't you?
Yeah, well, we give an option actually, but
Oh, did you?
it just depends.
But anyway, I think it's really lovely and it just feels really relaxed and slow, and I just adore. And the Bonnar at the Scott Hotel, they done that and I freaking loved it. And the bar is really, really nice room. Also, I was editing this. The dining room's also so nice. The ceiling's unreal. I was editing this video today. No, we need to walk past the slug flat. I was editing this video today and like every time I'm talking there's a siren. It makes you realise, like, living in Skye, that we just don't hear them that much. And also, when I was talking about Sarah being a paramedic, a siren started and we're about to walk past Sarah's old bedroom and a siren just happened.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. But anyway, back to the restaurant. Food was so good. Loved it. Here's Sarah's old bedroom and Alice's old bedroom. There's no lights on. I wonder if it's condemned because it freaking should be. So yeah, that's that. And the staff were really lovely and super excited to meet Nula and say hello to her. So it was just a great night. And I had a nice time. I was absolutely knackered before Lee got here. But now I'm feeling like a new little buzz of energy.
Well, I'm still knackered.
I mean, I think deep down I am knackered. Guys, connections has gone rogue and it's pictures. I don't like that. Okay, we're off to bed now. Lee, do you want to give the question for the comment?
Sorry?
Do you want to give the question for the comment?
What's the question?
For what people comment?
Do I know it?
Like, what's your favourite takeaway food? You're asking them to comment something.
Oh, you want me just to make it up? I thought you meant like you
Yeah.
had something in mind.
No, just make it up.
That's tough. So we went to watch some live music, and it was like folk stuff. And then a guy sang like Taylor Swift, and then another guy was singing like sea shanties, and then there were some Rolling Stones, and all in like very folky kind of ways. And it was brilliant. And I really do like folk music. What is your like favourite cover of a song in a different style?
Really getting people thinking. In a different what? That's too hard. It's meant to be easy for people.
Okay, what's your favourite colour? Good night.
Favourite cover of a song in a different style.
Yeah, like I'm saying the Lumineers, the guy did it in a folk way, the Taylor Swift
Yeah, but that's
song.
hard to reference if you've just heard it in a pub tonight.
No, but it's like, so mine would be the Arctic Monkeys doing Love Machine by Girls Aloud.
Okay, I've got one actually.
See, not that difficult.
I don't know if it was Tide Lines or Skiffinish, whichever form Robert was in at the time, but
Robert.
About You Now by the Sugar Babes, covered by Tide Lines or Skiffinish, one of the two.
Oh, I know
How I feel about you now. It's so good.
See, there you go.
Okay.
Get thinking, people.
So let's just go your favourite cover. Favourite cover song that's been covered by someone. Oh man, I'm absolutely knackered, so.
Me too. Oikiva.
Oikiva.